Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a new video about Expedition 33. This time the story takes us after we explored all the ancient sanctuary and we defeated the ultimate Scapatate. The story will take us to the Gestral Village. Actually, after you get out from the ancient sanctuary, you're going to be taken to this small between realm regions area where you can go to your camp, you can upgrade if you want, you can upgrade your weapons, you can give some luminas to your characters and make them a little stronger, or take a break, anything that you like. And after that you will be getting from here directly to the Gestral Village. There is no other possibility, just to go back. This Gestral Village is a very fun place that you will have tons of NPCs to interact with. I put the single speed because it's too much time to take and to make the video not so long. Some are very important to talk to, some are not so important. The main discussion and the main thema, let's say, subject is going to be the fight in the arena, how strong they are and how much they're going to hurt you. Everything in this village is evolving around the arena and around creating the ultimate or the ultra ultimate Scapatate at some point also. The one place that you're going to have something important to do, I will slow it down. So we're going to go to this place that say don't enter because you're going to get hurt. And here going to talk with this Gestral worker a little about going through this door that actually looks a lot with the doors from the Manor. According to this purple hair Gestral, nobody went through that door because it's very dangerous. So like we like a lot danger, we were not going to do nothing else but just go inside. This will take you to a room in the manor, the kitchen actually. And here you will have to activate, like it was in the flying waters part of a manor, you have to activate some objects, move them, like this luminary and like that go a little further. That frying pan, and there is there back here that statue of, don't know, half of head. So that it will open this door in the floor that you will go down on the basement, where you will find a Gestral that ate more that he can chew. Go through the next door, and here you will find a very good item that is an energy tint enhancement item that is going to be useful. You're going to use it in the camp. You're going to go to the faceless man, I forgot his name at some point, but you know what I'm talking about, where to upgrade items. You will go there and you can upgrade your energy tint shard. I guess you're going to give it another energy shard, no? So you're going to have 4 at this point, or maybe more, depending how you played so far. If you follow the story or if you explored some other regions in between first and then come here. Here also in the corner, don't miss that outfit. Actually is a new hairstyle for Luna. No, exists for Melle. Melle. Don't know exactly the pronunciation, but I guess I said it right. After that you're going to go up the stairs. You can go and you're going to get exactly into the manor from the other door. Come, go. Move. I'm talking faster than the image. So here You're going to come back into the entrance of the manor, and don't know, I didn't explore further. I get back because I wanted to go and explore the Gestral Village. You're going to be teleported back. Here I put it again on speed because there are parts that actually, really, to be honest, they are not so important. You're just going to talk to these NPCs. They don't give you no quests. They just talk a lot. Here you're going to find some chroma. Then you're going to get up here. You're going to find more chroma. They're also very good to gather. By the time you're going to get to those merchants, so you have enough to buy the things that you're going to need to make you stronger. No? Go back, go down again, keep going, keep going, keep going. Still speed it up again. Here is a recode. Recode, what it does, I'm sure you already know, but if you don't, it's going to help you restore your skill points actually. You're going to get then after that to this door where is a Gestral Gambler, and he's going to ask you a question. After you give the right answer, that is I don't care, you're going to get a Pictos. That can be very useful to use. It's give you 50 or 200% damage with a 50-50 chance. So you're going to have a 50-50 chance every time when you do damage to do 50% or to do 100 or something in between, I guess. Not sure. Here you're going to have tons of NPCs to talk to. Some they are just going to provoke you to go to arena and test their skills. And after that you're going to get to this area where is a flag. And this is actually the area where you were going to have to register for the arena. Because you have to participate in the arena. This is one puncho. Didn't talk much about it because what is it? He's going to provoke you to do one attack damage of 9,999. But you cannot do that amount of damage for now, so I didn't try. When you're going to do, you should come back and I'm sure he's going to give you some price. Here you're going to find the people that are going to let you register for the arena, and some other guys in between that they are very, very talkative. Let's keep moving forward. A lot of other guys to talk to. I put it on speed again because, I mean, we don't have to check every single of these dialogues. Like I said, not all of them are relevant. Some are just to be. Then we get to this area where are two big scapatate fighting. The only good thing here is that you're going to find the color of Lumina. There you can explore. Well, you can, if you don't have to, because you can check my video. Here I didn't find nothing else useful. I will keep going, and I got to this big guy here. He was crying about his little Gestral that is there up that pillar. Don't forget about that guy. We're going to come back to him later. More NPCs here. They are talking about the building the ultimate, the ultra ultimate scapatate, like I said in the beginning of the video. And they are needing some type of materials to build it that you're going to have to find. For now I didn't found a place where to track these secondary machines. I have to check. I didn't think about it until now, to be honest. I was more focused. I was a little kind of taken away about the amazing graphics of this game. Here you're going to find a merchant that actually Now, it was one guy that it's going to trick you into buy a sword that is not useful. I give him the money just to make him happy. You can do as you wish. And there is the merchant, but the merchant is not going to be any useful because you first have to finish the combat, the arena combat. Now we got to the chief of the village and she is going to let us register in the arena. After you talk with her, actually you're going to get teleported directly to that place where you can register. So like I said, we're going to be teleported here, and here how the arena fight is working is that you will have to do 3 combats, and before every combat you can choose one of your characters to fight. It's going to be a type of duel arena, so 1 against 1. You're going to choose the one that you wish to have for the fight, and you're going to do your best, for sure, of course, something like that. Yeah, my English is not my first language, so sometimes it's not very easy to find the right word.
A storm is coming.
You can watch the fights and you can skip them, that is up to you. They are not something difficult, funny.
Ready to evade.
But of course you still have to do your best, no? For now, at this point, I didn't use much the pairing. I started using after this area. I went to another region I'm going to post, but actually after I finished the Esquire area, yes, I started to use more and more pairing. And I can tell you, there are some places where of course you have to use dodge, you cannot use pairing, but pairing is a lot much more useful than the dodge, because if you achieve the pairing, you're going to do a lot of damage to the enemies, a lot of damage, very great damage. I'm going to post more videos about Expedition 30T, so you are going to see the difference between dodging and parrying. So dodging is good because you don't get damage, and is much easier to achieve. But parrying is much more useful because you're going to do tons of damage by parrying. But like I said, at this point I was not so into pairing, because I found the dodge much more easier to do, so I do that. This is my first gameplay, so that's why I didn't try too much. I was mostly trying to learn skills and what skill is best with pairs with the skill from which for the next character, and so on. Trying to learn much about that, and also just trying to have fun. I mean, not everything has to be in games pure maths and do all the time like a professional game player. I mean, you can just have fun. Nothing is wrong as long as you manage to pass a certain point, or you manage to defeat certain enemies or accomplish certain mission, then the job is done. It doesn't matter how you did it. Of course, everybody wanna be, don't know, the guy that just push a button in the perfect moment like this time and do the perfect thing. But come on, perfection is not, in my opinion, perfection is not something that we all should tend to, no? It's good to have to do some mistakes and learn from them, or just to be I did it again, I missed that, and now I'm going to die. It's much more fun, no? If you're going to just pass through a game from the beginning in the end until with very little damage taken, and then sorry to say you should pass to another type of games. Something much harder, like, don't know. Elden Ring I never played it. I played Black Myth to Kongan. It was not much more difficult. Some bosses they are very difficult, but it's doable. I did NG 3 plus, and after the fact that you cannot play a game forever. I don't get that NG plus. You can play the same game from the beginning again, but NG plus, you're going to be a lot stronger, and you're going to have everything already acquired. Don't know how here it works, NG plus, how much you're going to take from the first game to the second, but I played other NG plus games, and to be honest, for me, at least for me, it's not that doesn't have no magic. And one time you finished, it depends again. If you play games like, don't know, strategy, building, city builder and stuff like that, they are different type of games. They always enjoy to play, and this type of games too. But play from the beginning again, and like that, and with nothing. Learn the same or go to different directions. Use one character more than the other, and something like that. Use other skills. Except in this game, we have a lot of skills. Okay, now it's a very important moment in the game. After you defeat, I think, 2 or 3 guys, now you get to the last.
Wait, that's
Enemy, let's say, in the arena, last opponent in the arena, and this is actually one of us. Another member is going to join your team, but sadly, at this point, I thought I'm going to go from here and going to be able to use
How did you get
4 characters in the same time. No, nothing like that, sadly. So, spoiler alert. If you didn't get until this point, you are going to tell you now, you're going to still keep using 3. You have to choose which one. And that is a very, to be honest, very bad. I thought we're going to be 4. Don't know why. I mean, 3 is not bad, and it's not that it's not enough. You can defeat any enemy easily or it harder, depending. Until you learn a little the skills that they use. But why you shouldn't be able to use 4 characters and to be able to experiment all the skills from which one? Because at this point you're going to have to choose between 3 and
A storm is coming.
any choosing, any combination that you're going to do, one of your characters always going to be lower level. The other character after that, I realized, is going to take experience also, but not the same as the one that are in the team. So at some point you're still going to have to use
I'm ready.
some more than the other. You're going to get used to the skills of 1 or 2 or 3 characters, and you're just going to use those, and the other ones, they are just going to stay there, and you're going to have them there in the inventory, and that's going to be all. Maybe you're going to use them, yes, in the NG plus. That's we keep talking about NG plus. But otherwise, it should be good if you get a new character to take the experience from the one that you're not going to use, and just to never think about it anymore, and that's it. Like for example in strategy, turn-based strategy game, the classical turn-based strategy game, if you decide to use one type of unit instead of the other, then the other unit, because it's maybe weaker, you're never going to use it anymore. End of story. You're going to use the strongest, no? Well, we got Sciel, and in this point you're going to be have the opportunity to use her skill and to learn about her, like it happened with Mele, and like it happened with Luna, I guess. And the skills that for now Sciel has, they are mostly attack damage inclined. This is mostly a damage dealer. But after that I saw that you're going to have also some kind of buff and stuff like that able to unlock. But in the beginning she comes with mostly damage dealer skills. He has some type of applies some type of for Etel they are called. They are going to, they can stack on the enemy, and then depending what skill you use, it does or use that for Etel, and they disappear, and it does much more damage depending of that for Etel, no? And also they have some type of let's tell them call them fatality skills. They are not fatality, they are not going to kill, but more damage skills that they are going to be able to use them when you charge, like for example sun charge or moon charge. So when you're going to have a certain amount of for a tele, then you're going to be able to use the sun charge or the moon charge. It's I cannot say more about them because to be honest I didn't use Sciel after that. I keep used my first three because they were higher level and they had more damage and more HP. But at some point maybe I'm going to start using her. She looks very good, and of course also she gets some experience from certain fights. Here you can read everything that she's having. You see, low dark damage consumed for a tele to deal actual damage. Focused for a tele, medium physical damage, one hit applies to for a tele, and so on. So one applies for a tele, the other skill uses for a tele to do more damage. So it's kind of, don't know, like for example Luna has the one with the stance, here is with for a tele, Mele has the one with the attack, defense, and the one I forgot what is virtuosity, so everything has, every one of these characters has some thing that depends the damage that it does or the buffs that it does. She can also, when you have the moon and the sun charge, it goes to the twilight. In the twilight mode, it does 50% more damage. It applies 2 for LM more, and it has plus or 2 more, the maximum for a tele or 2. So if the maximum is 5, she's going to have in that stance she's going to have 10 at maximum. So she can apply 10 for a tele. Like you see now, above the life bar of the Gestral it says 10, and then it's 14, so actually it's going to be able to do more. You just have to read and learn yourself. Of course you're not going to learn from this video. For now, that was the first time I saw it, so I cannot explain exactly how it works, everything. I'm going to come back with another video to explain exactly when I'm going to be able to use it more in combat and get more information about what everything means. We managed to do that. We finished here. I remember that I still wanted to visit the merchant, so I will go to the merchant now. After you defeat the win in the arena, you can go back to the merchant, and actually the merchant is going to give some stuff, so you're going to have stuff to buy from. Also, you can defeat the merchant like we did it with the Som before, and he's going to give you much another stuff. That is also a very good thing to get. You can see here we have those polished chroma that are very not so easy to find. We have some Lumina color tree. We have another that critical moment also. It's a good pictures to have. I have enough chroma to buy everything here. Maybe those chroma catalysts at this point you don't need them because your weapons are already above level 3. Those chroma catalysts you use them just until level 3, so if your weapons are already above level 3, those chroma catalysts are not needed to buy. You can buy the recode to have in case you wanna reset your skill at some point. I don't know if that is necessary, to be honest. I mean, that what you put, it is what you put. So we have that critical moment, 50% critical chance increased. And also if you going to fight the merchant like I did, you're going to get the extra item. I used Luna because she has much more HP. At this point she had the biggest amount of HP from all the characters that I had.
I'm ready.
It's not a hard fight. It's a very easy fight, actually. As you can see, because I have a lot of Luminas active, the main attack actually applies a lot of debuffs and also heals. I can heal myself with the normal attack and apply some debuffs, and sometimes applies the mark, and I have all those Pictos as Luminas active. And as Pictos I have the ones with the higher level and the ones that give the higher amount of health, speed, critical damage, defense, because those are the characteristics that you get extra from the Pictos besides the characteristic of the Pictos, let's say. Besides the fact that the Pictos gives you 50% increased attack, let's say, or one action point if you apply the marked on a target. Also you have those other characteristics like HP, defense, critical damage that you only get from the Pictos. Those you don't get from Luminas. So if you have a Pictos that has 300 health and you change it with another Pictos that has just 100 or that has speed or something else, you're going to lose the health. So be careful. Even if you're going to activate that as Lumina, you're going to lose that health. So we managed to find a merchant and we can buy this Demonam weapon that is a level 5. I guess I didn't have a higher level than level 5 at that point, so I got it for Gustav. What else I did? I keep talking here with this guy hoping that they're going to give me some goods. More than what I got so far. But more of them just talking nonsense. And the only one thing that I wanted to do is remember about that little guy that is up the pillar. So I went back, and from this arena sign go to the right, and again right, and here in to this alley you're going to have that teleporting rope, let's call it, and you're going to have to do some jumpings here. and you can admire the village a little, and after more jumpings you're going to get to the last jump. Be careful how you do that, because you can fall down and you can come back and repeat all that again. That maybe the jumping system in this game is not something amazing, but it does the job. So that's all about it. You're going to get a new outfit, and after that I just going to leave the area and continue my story and looking for that squire. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please give a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and follow for more.